Hi, Jason here from Amalgamated to talk about our Q3 financial results, and please do follow me on LinkedIn. Well, we did well again, and top tier banks usually do. And now we've delivered $2.66 of year-to-date core earnings per share, and that's about 3% growth. And that's making our case for an implied value of our stock. Now, I like to remind that in 2024, we delivered over 18% core earnings per share growth, and that's something just most banks weren't doing. And that makes what we're doing here in 2025 that much more remarkable, and bank on impact is real. Now, what stood out for me for the quarter, we continued to deliver great results. And the power, quality, and sustainability of our earnings allows the bank to handle problem situations with ease. Now, in the first quarter, I talked about the change in administration and the bank being built for this moment, not to survive, but to thrive. And well, nothing's changed there. We are. And one of the reasons we are is because we have incredibly talented people on our staff. And I'm joined by one of them here today, our Executive Vice President and Chief Accounting Officer, Leslie Goswami. And Leslie, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about what you saw and what stood out for you for the quarter?
Yeah, Jason, the overall beat on EPS this quarter was definitely a notable trend. What really stood out was that we beat in other categories as well. We beat on net interest income, the margin, non-interest income, as well as operating expenses, which really demonstrates that the bank is well optimized. Another notable trend is the revenue per share this quarter of $2.84. This has been a key focus for the bank as it's an essential ingredient for the bank to sustain positive operating leverage, which really just means that revenue is outpacing expenses.
I love that. And I'm so happy that you mentioned revenue per share because the ability to grow revenue meaningfully will really define the future of a bank. And along those lines, I'm so happy with the performance of our production team this quarter. We had nearly $100 million of loan growth, which is right in line with our targets. C-Pace popped. We gave $25 million of new business, and that's a green shoot for us. And our deposit gathering franchise continues to take market share. We had growth across all segments and gathered nearly $400 million of deposits. Wow. So that's it for the update, and we'll look forward to seeing you in January for our full year results. And until then, bank on impact.